What's up, everybody? It's Coach Colton here at Columbus Martial Arts. Hope you're having a great day. If you're watching live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching later, hashtag replay. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. This video is designed for new parents or maybe parents that have been in the program for a little bit, students as well. I just wanted to answer some frequently asked questions about belt testing and promotions. We have belt testing and promotions coming up here soon with early testing this Saturday and actual testing next Saturday, and then promotions after that, of course. So I asked Ms. Keena and some of the coaches to put together the most commonly questions that they get asked on the mats and at the front desk, so I can answer them in one video. And hopefully this will be a great resource for you guys, whether you've been in the program for a while or you're just starting off and this is your child's first belt promotion. So let's hop right into it. First question is a very simple one. Why do we do belt testing? Belt testing is huge, especially for youth. It gives them goals, positive reinforcement, and incentive to do their best. We want to provide a network for them, a framework, if you will, to influence them to do the right things. And also the stripe tests and challenges they have to do to get to belt testing are supposed to kind of get them out of their comfort zone. You know, we have them doing moves, yelling, kia loudly, doing physical things that are very tough to do, working on their balance and coordination. With our older groups, public speaking, we have them doing a variety of different things that are going to challenge them in different ways. And really, that's how we grow as people, is to do things that we've never done before. If we just stay stuck in our old routine, we don't really ever develop new skills. And that's the main goal of our program, is to equip students for their future, whatever they want to do, turn them into a leader. And self-defense, of course, is huge as well. That comes with martial arts, of course, but that's why we do belt testing. It's a way to put them out there, get them out of their comfort zone, doing something new. And once they get that belt and they get those stripes and they see that, hey, they can do it, that just boosts up their confidence to the next level and motivates them to continue to do that to the next degree and the next degree. And before you know it, you have this well-rounded student that is just checking so many boxes, that has focus, discipline, all of those different things. Next question, how long is each belt testing cycle? That's a great question because we've recently changed it. This will be our second belt test on our new cycle. So if you didn't know, the way that our cycles work, they're 8 weeks long. We do 2 stripe colors every week. And there's 8 stripes. So it takes us 4 weeks to get through all 8 stripes. We do that 2 different times. So that gets us up to 8 weeks. We do it twice just because maybe the student missed a certain day of class, or they attended and they didn't get the stripe that day. And going back even further than that, Monday and Tuesday, we do 1 stripe color. Wednesday and Thursday, we do the other stripe color. And then on Friday, we actually do both. And we put that in the app on the stripe calendar so you can kind of plan ahead what days work for you, and also what day does your child need to attend to get that stripe so they can qualify for belt testing. And that, we feel, gives them plenty of time to get all their stripes that they need to test. And also it kind of lines up 8 weeks, 9 weeks. I know most report cards in school around 9 weeks. So students first grade and up are already familiar with, hey, every 9 weeks I have a report card, there's a goal set there, and it makes it easy to, put the belt test at that similar time frame. Next question, what does my child need to know for belt testing? So belt testing is actually super simple. If they have all their stripes, the belt test, that is all 8 stripe tests back to back to back. And, sometimes parents will ask, well, why does my child need to do that again? If they've already earned the stripes, we know they can do it. And that's true. But what the belt test really is in the actual application, what you see when you come that day, it's putting that student on stage. They're in front of their peers. They're in front of their coaches. They're most likely in front of their family on the bleachers. And, it's easy to do one thing. Well, not easy. It's still a challenge for the stripe test, but it's easier to do one thing after class that everyone else is doing. But when you're called up to do all 8 of these things and you have a bunch of eyes on you, that can add quite a bit of pressure, because you know that your friends want to see you do well, your coaches and your family's same thing. So if you don't do well, you're going to feel like you're letting yourself down and someone else down. And that pressure really turns into like a pressure cooker. And, when you're able to do those same 8 things that we know you can do because you did them before in that environment, it just takes it to a whole new level. Should I sign my child up for belt testing? I do get this question from parents sometimes, even when their child has all 8 stripes. Sometimes parents will ask me, Coach, they're struggling. They got the 8 stripes, but just barely. Should I sign up my child for belt testing? 110% yes. Always sign your child up for belt testing if they qualify. You do not want to not sign them up for testing, with very, very few exceptions. Sometimes I'll have parents not sign up due to like disciplinary things. Maybe they didn't make a good grade at school, or they didn't, maybe they got in trouble, something happened where you don't want to reward them for something that happened recently outside of the academy. And that I understand, and we can definitely have a talk about that. Even in some of those instances, I would still urge you to test, because we're trying to incentivize, good performance here. And if you take that away, you might be messing up the balance. And rather than helping them and motivating them to do better outside academy, you might have just done the opposite. You might have just discouraged them from doing that. So if those kinds of things are happening, definitely reach out to us through the student app at the front desk. Let's talk about it. But if it's a more technical thing and you're feeling like, man, Johnny barely got his 8 stripes, I'm not sure if he's ready, go ahead and sign him up. Your child needs your vote of confidence to say, hey, I think you can do it. Or we're going to try our best. And if you don't make it, that's okay. At least we tried. Abstaining from that just because you don't think that they can make it, it really, really hurts. It kind of, it's going to hamstring them. Basically, you're going to show, hey, I don't believe that you can do this. And that is so, so negative to a student, to have someone that they look up to, like mom or dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever, say, I don't think you're ready for this, right? And, it is better to have tested than not tested at all, whether you pass or fail. My child didn't get all 8 stripes. What should we do? Another good question. So if you don't have all 8 stripes by testing time, of course you cannot test. What you should do, don't sign up for testing because you can't test. Just wait until next testing. That's fine. On the technical side, this kind of ties back to that previous question. If your child has all 8 stripes, they should definitely be signed up for testing. Now, if they didn't get all 8 stripes, that's something a little different. Okay, maybe there are some things that we're not ready for yet, and we tried and we didn't miss the mark, but it's not like we didn't sign up for testing. We can't sign up for testing. We tried to get all 8 stripes, we didn't make it. So it's 2 completely different things. And we have to have all 8 stripes to test, because getting that belt test is going to get them a new belt, obviously, with 8 new challenges. And if they're maybe missing 1 or 2 challenges now, they're falling a little short, if we push them up that belt prematurely, now they might be missing all of their stripes. And that means when they come to class, they're going to have failure after failure after failure. And once again, that confidence spiral is going to go down. So if you don't test this time around because you didn't make all 8 stripes, that's fine. That's totally normal. Not everyone tests all the time, every 8 weeks. Just because we have a testing every 8 weeks and the ability to test doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to test. Missing out on a test is completely normal. I have said students in early skills all the way up to leadership miss out on testing. So you're not the only one. If you're out there listening to this, just be patient, wait, and during the next belt cycle, hopefully you'll earn those stripes and you'll be ready for the next belt testing. Why does my child have to attend both testing and promotions? So this is a question. I usually get it more with my junior elite. Oh man, it's already 8 minutes. I gotta blow through these. I usually get these questions with my junior elite and leadership students. We're very strict with them. We have a testing time and a promotions time. And they have to attend both. If they don't come to testing, there's no makeup test. If they don't come to promotion, there's no other time they can get their promotion. And the main reason we do this is to provide a system of rigid structure and expectations so they know what to expect. It would be cruel to have them test and then they don't come to promotions and we don't give them their belt. If you can't make promotions, don't test. All right. That's on you parents out there. All right. Don't wish that evil on us. Don't turn us into the bad guy. If you know your student can't come to promotions, don't let them test. All right. Then that's going to turn us into the bad guys. Say, hey, Johnny, he tested, but we can't come to promotions. Can he still his belt? No, you knew the expectations, right? You knew you had to come to testing and promotions. So number 1, don't do that. Number 2, the reason we do that is we're very strict on our on everything, not just the testing and the promotion times, but also on the requirements there. We're not just handing these stripes out like candy, because when you work for something, you know the expectations, and you still make it. All that hard work multiplies and makes that belt feel really good, and it makes that belt have value and makes the student really cherish that belt, and it has a strong emotional attachment. If we just throw that belt for showing up, hey, you came to 10 classes, here's your next belt. That connection isn't there. The connection between goal setting, the hard work, and the success isn't there. And that trifecta is really, really important. And if we start cutting corners and giving students stripes just because we feel sorry for them or making exceptions, it messes up the whole equilibrium. So it's really important that you do make it to testing and promotions. There's not a makeup test after testing. I'm moving on to the next question. The next question, is there a makeup test? There's not any makeup test after testing. Our makeup test is actually before testing. So that's what's happening this Saturday. Early testing It's for all of those students that can't make it to the normal test next week. So if you know you can't make it to the normal test, don't wait and contact us after. Contact us before and say, hey, we're coming to early testing. Last question, why are we so strict with testing? I think I kind of answered that question just then, which is going to save me some time. But if not, message me in the comments, reach out to us on the app. If you have any additional questions, let me know. I'm here at 10 minutes. I don't think I spent 2 minutes on the introduction, so I went a little long. But thank you guys for tuning in. Replay the video if you need to. If you have any extra questions, send it to us. Best of luck to all of my students this Saturday at early testing, next Saturday at actual testing, and I hope you guys all make it to promotions. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the mat soon. Bye, everybody.